Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike here at Gamefromscratch, and today we have a new humble bundle of interest to game developers. This one is a bunch of assets from mostly FreshCan, the mostly world environments you can see here, and they're both for Unity and Unreal Engine, but as you're going to see in this video, you can also get them out to the Godot game engine. This is one of them. This is the medieval village environment. It's actually got a working clock tower, which is actually kind of cool. This is running in Unreal Engine because I think in editor it looks by far the best. I'll show you this in Unity as well, but you see here, this clock tower actually well, if you can see inside of it, I'll show you in Unity. Inside of it actually has working gears. On top of that, you've got obviously everything you see to make this village environment. Now, it should be interesting to note that this was actually featured in a previous Humble Bundle, so make sure that you don't already own something if you are interested in it. Like I said earlier on, it's also relatively simple to get these things out into other game engines, especially when you're talking about environment bundles. So I will show you running in Godot in just a second, but first, here is the same asset with no skybox for some strange reason, running in the Unity game engine. So you can see exact same environment. In this case, we're going to go inside of the clock tower, and we won't gonna have that weird Unreal Engine indoor lighting issues that I've been having of late. As you can see here, there's actually working gear running the clock tower here. Now, I don't think other buildings have interiors. They sort of have interiors. They're just not furnished. So you do have interior wall setups. So if you're creating a medieval style game, obviously a very handy asset in that regard. So we'll go back over here to Unreal Engine. I'm going to show you another one here. So this is tents. So medieval tents, very straightforward. I use this one as an example because, quite frankly, exporting it out over to Godot game engine was like a one-click. So as you can see here, it's a bunch of tents. Pretty straightforward. So if you need to do like a caravan or something along those lines, you need to have campsites, tents, a number of different tents in a number of different styles, and then you've got like pickets for around the outside edge of your for defensive fortifications, etc. But a pretty straightforward asset there. And as you can see here, it is running in the Godot game engine. Obviously slightly different lighting, but it gives you an idea of how easy it is to actually export things across. And all I did to export this was quite literally inside of the Unreal game engine. You do a file, export all, and it will export the entire level. Or you can actually grab a single asset, locate it in the contact drawer, and actually right-click, export, and send it out that way. So it's really easy to get these assets out. We're going to show you one more asset from this bundle and one character. So there's a couple of characters thrown in here. In all honesty, I think that they're a little gratuitous to the package, but I will show you anyway. So let's go ahead and show this guy right here. So it is a sorcerer. There's multiple different styles here. So you can see here you get multiple different robes set up for it, and you get blueprint controllers for handling it. We got a bunch of different faces, a bunch of different body types, and then, again, more modular pieces that all go together. And here you can see some fully assembled versions of it. So you can make multiple different soldier types if you wish. And like I say, this guy looks really familiar. He reminds me of an actor. I don't know who, but yeah, that is one of the character packs in here. So there's a few character packs thrown in. They're for Unreal Engine only, and like I said, they also seem a little bit on the gratuitous side to the rest of the bundle. I would have stuck with just environments, to be honest. So let's look at the last one. It's the ancient temple environment. So let's go on over here, open it up like so. And here you can see said ancient temple, and it's, basically a temple in the mountain. And I don't think there's really interiors per se. Like there's finishing on the inside, but if you need to create this type of setting, you're getting all the trees and various different bits that go with it, and all the modular pieces to go together to create your level. And of course, that is available over in the Unity game engine as well. All right, here we are, and let's go zoom right in on our guy. It's down into the temple environment right here. This is using the standard pipeline. There is an HTRP version of this available as well. And as you can see, same deal. Vastly different lighting setup, but again, if you need to have an ancient temple, you can get it in both Unreal and Unity. Again, there's about 4 different asset packs available for Unity. The rest of these are mostly Unreal Engine, which actually works out quite well because there are a number of ways to get things out of Unreal Engine. It's the easiest engine to get assets out of, and I have some guides linked down below. So if you want to see how to get stuff out of it, that is available there. So anyways, this is the Epic Environments Mega Bundle. Some of these are definitely repeats from the past, so make sure you don't already own the asset you're interested in. There are 2,350 assets. That obviously includes the contents inside of the packs. There's not 2,350 items here. In fact, there are 27. So these are organized into tiers. You buy a high dollar tier, you get all the stuff below it. You decide how your money is allocated between Humble Charity, the publisher, and if you so choose to do so. And thank you so much if you do to help support Game from Scratch. So at the $1 tier, you're actually getting 3 assets here. You're getting the Ancient Caves Ruins environment, the Old Villages pack, and then the Corpse Bandit Zombie, basically, or Draugr. So you see here, that's the $1 tier, actually pretty generous tier. Unreal Engine only, but again, these 2 assets will get out into other engines pretty easily, and again, check those guides out down below. Then we move up into the median price tier, and here you're getting the Medieval Villages prop pack, the modular Middle Eastern village environment, the Medieval Villages mega pack with interiors. By the way, any of these that you're interested in, and that one, by the way, is the first Unity asset here, and then the that's it. So the mid tier doesn't make any sense. You're not going to buy it on its own. You're going to get the top tier, if anything, because you go from 3 items to 6 items to 27 items. So nobody's going to buy this. It doesn't make any sense at all. But if you're interested in learning more about it, you can click here and you can drill down more onto that particular asset. You can get a link to that asset on the asset store by clicking the developer name right here. And speaking of which, how do you get these? They all redeem as keys. So it's like 22 redemptions on the Epic Game Store. Hopefully they figure out a way to make it into one single key redemption. But that nice thing about that, doing it individually redemption, is if you've already got it, you can share the key with somebody else and they can redeem it instead. Whereas if they did it as a single key redemption, if you already own stuff, you wouldn't be able to give away the duplicates. So it's a double-edged sword there. Same with the Unity stuff. It is redeemed on the Unity Asset Store. So everything here is product keys redeems on the native asset store in question. So you're looking at the top tier, $34. That's $25 USD right now. You're getting the modular medieval environment, the ancient temple environment, the mountain grassland environment, the medieval street environment, the giant collection warrior set, Northern Ireland island environment here, forest environment, lake houses pack, medieval castle environment, the tents that we saw in action. This one was exported in the Godot engine we saw earlier on, the medieval village houses pack, the medieval village environment, the windmill environment, oak forest environment, ancient temple, medieval village mega pack, Unity. So again, look here. That's where you'll see if it's Unity or not. Again, majority of these are Unreal Engine. Medieval street environment, we saw this in action in both Unity and Unreal Engine. The male sorcerer, we saw him in action. We get a couple other characters here as well. Female and male mercenary sets, Draugr Knight or Undead Knight. Villages prop set, medieval Eastern Village, and I think, yeah, we're into repeat land here. So again, do check out what game engine it's available for. You can see from the logo above it. But there are, again, going to be a number of guides there for getting things from one engine to the next. So if you're in here and you want to export an asset out, basically you could generally just find it here. So find the mesh that you're interested in, like so. So you want to get this rock out. All you have to do is basically asset actions, export, and then you basically set it. If you're going to the Godot game engine, you want to do GLB because that will do all the textures for you as well, and then dump it somewhere, and literally that's it. That's all you need to do to export assets out when you're dealing with environments from Unreal to other engines. There's also ways to do it from the Unity game engine to other engines and from Unreal to Unity. I have all of those linked down below, so if you want to learn more. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the Epic environment bundle. In terms of duplicates, I think maybe this one right here, definitely this one, maybe a few of the characters, possibly this one, but I think this was in an Epic giveaway, if I'm not mistaken. I think the tent one is there. Medieval was in one in the past. So it gives you an idea. There has been a decent amount of duplication to previous bundles, but there's also a decent amount of new stuff here as well. And generally, one asset is about the same price as this entire bundle. So if there's one thing of interest to you here, even if you've got duplicates, it's pretty much worth picking up. But yeah, there definitely are some duplicates to be aware of. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the Epic Environment Mega Bundle for Unreal Engine and Unity. But as you saw, easily enough, Godot as well. Let me know what you think. Comments down below. I'll talk to you all later, and goodbye.